I do as much of it as I can, but there are parts I need help with. One of them is manipulating the syringe to get the water out, and putting the water back in. And I do need help reaching things. One of the things we do is we use absorbent material down right under the catheter as it comes out, because I tend to be very well hydrated during a catheter change, and it's hydrated enough to get instant return. And if you're really well hydrated and you take too long getting the new one in, you could have a volcano effect. And if you've ever experienced that, you know what I mean. It means just the bladder gets more urine in it, it's going to come up through the hole if we don't get the new one in fast enough. So, are we ready?
You need some iodine. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we've got to clean it. Yes, we do try to do a sterile prep. I'm a little goofy today, excuse me. I do as much as I can by myself, and have a competent nurse with me that steps in when we do have a trash bag ready to go, and we get it nice and clean before. And there's 3 betadine swabs in the package, and we use 2 in the prep around the area, and the 3rd one after the old catheter comes out to give it a good swipe before the new one, right before the new one goes in. So far this morning I've had about 2 liters to drink, so
You want this? Just...
yeah, we're gonna make sure that nothing happens because the head of the bed is up. Okay. Now, getting ready here. While I'm getting ready to pull this one out, my able nurse is getting the fresh one ready to go. It's already connected to the drain bag, and she's getting the sterile lube on the end of the one ready to go. Okay, a bag, please. And the trash bag's ready there to go. Okay, Annie, start it for me, please.
Iodine.
Aim it for me. Yeah, oh, thank you. Yeah. Am I in the right spot?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yeah, there was some goo on it. Okay, start it for me, please. I can feel when the old catheter comes out right at the bladder wall, and I can feel when the new one goes in, when it goes through the opening in the bladder wall. And I can tell it's in, and this is what I mean by instant return. You can see there in the tubing, hopefully.
We can.
And
Ready?
yeah, we're ready to inflate the balloon now.
I'm putting 8 in.
Now, I use 8 cc's in the balloon. That's what works for me. Now we inflate slowly, just in case it's not all the way in. I'm incomplete, so I have sensation in odd places, and sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It's like really weird. And this did get a little damp, so.
Just a little.
there's a reason. The one time they changed it in the doctor's office, I was extremely well hydrated, and there was a serious volcano effect. And it was the first time the catheter had been changed after my suprapubic was done. And it was a real learning experience for me. So, I change gloves a lot while I do this. And at this point, after it's in, I use a stat lock to keep it in place so it doesn't get pulled out. And hopefully everything that wasn't supposed to be seen was covered the whole time. And that's how I do the assisted suprapubic catheter change. Okay.